Secret Forest Falls. I'm early. Only a minute. Don't get. Hi, Rachel. You're the first one. Welcome. Hi, sweet tea. Can you hear me okay? Just turn up my sound. Can you hear me okay? I'm down in Hillside, as you can see. Hi, Chris. Hi. Hi, Libby. Did you have a nice holiday? We missed you last week. I bet you're nice and brown. Thank you, sweetie. I bet you're nice and brown. Thanks, Chris. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Becky. Thanks, Rachel. Thank you. Brilliant, Libby. I bet you're nice and brown. And we did think of you last week. You don't tan. Okay, you're very sensible if you don't tan. I used to be very naughty when you can't wait to see what I have in my hands. This is my Christmas present of a Grumpy. I have finally finished Costa Latte and I'm so glad because I want to move on and do this. Yay, Carla! You did make it this time. Hi, Ruth. Hi, darling. Yes, you did make it this time. And was that your daughter that we saw? Looking absolutely gorgeous. We don't have father and daughter dates over here. I know it's a thing in America because I've seen it a few times, but we don't have it over here. We have a few. Yeah, it hasn't arrived yet, sweetie. That's your babe. She's beautiful. She looked beautiful in her dress. Yes, so I finished Costa Latte, but I'm going to have to turn you around for you to be able to see it. Is it on the group? No, Ruth, it wasn't on the group. It was on Carla's Facebook page. The school had a dance. Oh, they have something at one of my daughter's schools was, thank you, Sherry. One of my daughters at my younger, oh my God, at my girls' school when they were younger. So we have primary school over here and they go there from 5 till 11, I think it is, 10, 11. And then they go on to secondary school. They did something like a Saturday club with dads. Yeah, I didn't do much videoing, did I? So they did Saturday Club, but my ex-husband was pretty good dad, so they didn't really go to that. Yeah, 4 to 11, that's it. That's right. But now, Ruth, isn't it that you don't have to have them in school until they're 5? I mean, legally, they don't have to be at school until they're 5. Hi, Ruthie. Nice to see you in here as well. I didn't put out very many videos. In fact, after last Monday, when I asked you all what you would be doing, thanks, Ruth, I thought that was right. When I asked you all what you would be doing, and many of you said you would be resting. It's not that cold. I've got a new radiator. Just, you know what I'm like, hat and scarf and whatever. Yeah, after you said, some of you were, I'm resting. Oh, don't worry, Ruth. I'm resting. I'm going to have some nap days or things like that. On Tuesday, we had some not good news in our family. And when I hear any like news, particularly about my children, I just completely, my body just can't deal with stress now at all. And it just completely shuts down. It doesn't want to deal with it. My head could deal with it, but my body's like useless. So I spent Wednesday, my daughter and Jack came round for the afternoon. Thursday and Friday, I spent all day in bed. So I didn't do any videoing. I can't remember what. Doesn't matter, Rachel. It's nice to see you. Whatever. Don't have to apologise. Not at all. It's not. You're not at school. Miss, can I go for a wee? No. Yeah, it's sad news. It's sad news, and I mean, you'll probably hear about it later on in time, and because again, it's not my story to tell, but I'll be able to share later on. But and it's not about sharing. It's just it will come out in something that I say. So yeah, it's been a bit sad, a bit depressing, a bit. I am warm and cozy. I bought this scarf when I went to Ireland before Christmas, and it's massive, but it's just so lovely and light. But I do have a new heater. You see there, my finger there. That is a new heater and air conditioning unit. So I hate stress. The more I try not to have stress, we've had, and it's been like big things, you know. We had the young chap in our family, extended family, that passed away in August, just before Jack's first birthday. That's been really hard on the family, and now this compounding onto that. It's we've got one in the house. It's an air conditioning unit. It's the new thing that the government are trying to push in all the homes anyway. But I asked Russ, because I always have fans down here, because the sun, like when the sun is higher, so once we have the time difference, the sun will be higher. I can see a spider up there. The sun will be higher, and it blazes right in here, and the sun blazes in here, and then so it heats up more and more, because obviously we've got glass window and that. So I said to Russ, we've got the air conditioner in the house, and I said, it's not a thing in the UK to have air conditioning. It's not a thing. We get about a week of really, really hot weather, and that's it. But my fibro these days cannot stand extremes in temperature. Can't stand being really hot, and it can't stand being really cold. So anyway, we got it for up there. And then Russ was talking about getting one for down here. That's the narrowest one they do. Excuse me. And it's perfect for there. So he got me that, bless him. I do have a heater. I have that little tiny heater there. But this one is more energy efficient, so it takes up less electricity in that as well. So that's what we've got. So there's nothing else behind set up, really, because I had to move it all out of the way for clumsy Grumpy. Anyway, I'm just going to pop back and see what you've been writing so I can answer you. Thank you about that. It's awful, isn't it, when we get some sad news? It was kind of expected, but when the decision had done, it was just like, oh, damn it. Who's saying hi? Hi, vegan dinosaur. I'm just scrolling back a minute so I can read what you're saying. Yeah, stress. Yeah, it is. It's a good one. I'm not sure how much that little one there cost, because we do have the one at the house, and I think that was £3,000, but it works as a heater as well, because our underfloor heating, because we have oak floorboards, the underfloor heating is not as efficient because of the wood. It's like trying to get through the wood, and we didn't know that, and nor did the people who put the flooring in, the heated flooring in. But most people usually have it under like that fake marble stuff and that sort of fake flooring. But of course, Russ wanted proper oak flooring, so that's what we've got. And then we've got the log burner. But it was mostly for me wanting the air conditioning. And now, but what Russ does now is he'll put the heater on for an hour when I've gone to bed at night just to heat it up for him, because he's an old man now and feels the cold. They are real oak, yes, and it was it came from France, real oak from France. And it took a long time to get here because, of course, we had COVID when we were doing the renovations. And like we'd had COVID and we were like recovering from it. And because our tenant still lived here while we had COVID, because no one was allowed to move. You weren't allowed to go and look at houses. We weren't allowed to do anything. And so we couldn't like give her a notice of eviction. We weren't allowed to do that during that time. And so she stayed on a bit longer. And so that was another knock-on effect of us taking a while. And then the flooring took a while because, you know, everything took a while then because everything had to catch up because the whole world like shut down for 6 months. Right. Yes, I love carpet, but I like hard flooring more, especially with 3 girls and their long hair, 2 dogs. Russ had a really big dog, and Tess lost her hair everywhere, and Russell, because he just walks around with dirty boots on, doesn't think, you know, and, you know, he's just like that. So, yeah. Oh, come on, where are you? There you are. Sweet tea. So, Ruth is poorly. Ruth's Reborn Nursery. She's poorly. My gastritis is definitely partially caused by stress, trying to lower stress. So Ruth is poorly. She's got gastritis, is that what the doctor said, Ruth? Poor thing. And so, you know, just having those cuddles with our reborns definitely helps, doesn't it? Definitely helps. You do get scratches in oak. All our worktops are all oak as well, so you do get scratches on them, but they're so much easier to buff and wax than like vinyl coated stuff. Or the cheaper teak. But it's easily repairable, and that's always Russ's thing. We might not have the latest technology, so we don't have bifold doors, which I would have liked bifold doors that came right out, right open. But we didn't go for those because in 10 years' time and they break, or 20 years, and they break, we're not going to want to deal with that because, you know, it'll be 70 and we don't want to deal with that. And 2, we might not be able to get the same ones to fit in the gap. Whereas we went with patio doors because they're basically all the same size and have been for years. So that's why we went with patio door instead. But Russ is all about repairing. That's why we've our house is, you know, wooden. I feel like it's not wooden on the outside, wooden on the inside. Ruth's got a UTI affecting her kidney. Ruth has had nothing but health issues. Have you, Ruth? You're just starting to get your home ready for being elderly. That was kind of like when we moved here. It was like, what do we want to do so that when we're 70, all we're really going to want to do is stuff that's really easy. So like get a painter in and maybe just do some painting. We've got the same color paint all the way through the bungalow. And that's because I grew up with wallpaper and I love wallpaper. You probably guessed that. And I find choosing paint so hard. And so I was just like, let's just get one color. Oh, there's a pussycat. Hello. I was like, let's just get one color and just paint it all the way through, and then I can decide later on. But I never have. It's easy to touch up, isn't it? It's easy to, you know, fix something. So That was the thing. The only thing about living here and you age is transport. So there are no like buses. I would have liked to have lived in a village, but we couldn't find anything in a village. And this then just hit all of our targets. But, you know, hopefully we can still be driving when we're 80. And then there is online delivery, isn't there? We don't get a lot of online delivery here, like supermarket stuff. And we get Amazon, of course. But we don't get like Deliveroo or anything like that. But I get Morrison's through Amazon. Do any of you get that? My daughter doesn't in Somerton, which is she lives probably about 6 miles away from me. And she doesn't get that on her Amazon account. So Morrison's is a supermarket, and it's a supermarket that I like. And they don't usually deliver in the summer anything from the fridges or the freezers. You have Whole Foods through Amazon. Right. Oh, you've had this ever since you had your gallbladder removed. Oh. Morrison's direct. Very good. Ruthie, you live opposite Morrison's. Does it have a good baby section? I miss going to Morrison's. Now the girls don't live in Yeovil. When they lived in Yeovil, I'd always take a sneaky trip to Morrison's because their clothes are fab. Well, in fact, only in that Morrison's. Yes. Come on, Ruthie, tell us. You know, I'm always about the baby section. The baby section is always my favorite. If Russ loses me in a supermarket, he knows he's just come to the baby section. Oh dear. Wow. So Sherry has been shopping for baby clothes. I love that. It's reasonably good, is it, Ruthie? Oh, aren't you lucky? Wow, I haven't seen Tracy in there. She's probably forgotten that it was on tonight. Or she could be on somebody else's live. But I'm not going to the doll show this coming weekend. I can't. I need to be home. I need to be around. So now with things. So I'm not going to the doll show. But next month I'm going to a doll show, and the month after. So Becky, are you listening? I think it's Becky that will be going to Doncaster. I'm going to go to Doncaster, and I believe that's the beginning of April. And then in March, it's Birmingham, I think. So I'm going to go to those, you know, body being willing and all that. Well, actually, I hope I can go to Birmingham. I haven't checked. Carter's has some great deals now. Clearance from $2.99. Buy one, get two free. Vegan dinosaur. Yes, you will. Yes, I am going to come up to Doncaster. I'm going to, it's a Holiday Inn, which is the hotel that I like. And I'm going to come up. That's April, isn't it? Beginning of April? I think. So that would be fine, because that would be 2 different doll shows as well. So March is the Doll and Teddy Fair. Doncaster is yes, great. Doncaster is a doll show, and it's a small one. It's just nice to go sometimes when they're a little bit smaller. You get time to talk with people. I'm going to the show on Saturday. What show on Saturday? Do you mean Sunday? Do you mean Sunday? Sweet Tea, you need the link to the Facebook page. You need to. Right, we can't figure out the link because it links us to a man's Facebook page. Like when I click on the link, it says use this link. And I was sending it to Becky. And I kept saying to Becky, you're the guinea pig, don't open it. And it was going to a man. So, Sweet Tea, yes, the 13th of April. Brill. I'm definitely going, Becky. Sweet Tea, what you need to do is find me on Facebook, Caroline Knight on Facebook. You need to be my friend, and then I can invite you into, because it's a private group. It's a private group that people can't search for either. So they won't find us if they search for it. It's just for the paying members. So this tier and the lower tier as well. And also I have a video that up. You'll all get a video. It'll go up tomorrow, but for everybody. But you will get that video later on. I just haven't written the title. I've just uploaded it this afternoon, and I'm changing Sarah and Emily. Oh, they're so cute, and it's interesting to see the size difference. So all the paying members can get that video before everybody else. Everybody else will get that 9:15 tomorrow night. I walked you through it, Sherry, with baby steps. I think I was walking myself and Becky through it with baby steps. Hello, Tracy. You are late, but that's okay. That's okay, because 7:15 is a funny time anyway. But I did wonder if you would be, on somebody else's live or something else. Libby, your daughter is going to set you up Facebook. Brilliant. Oh, aren't they good kids? I'm going to Ireland the beginning of March. And I said to my daughter, while I'm over with you, I want to buy a new phone and a new tablet. And I need your help. So between her and her dad, she always has, I have Android and she has iPhone. So between her and her dad runs an IT company, and she's the accountant for the IT company. So between them two, they can sort my phone out for me. I get on really well with my ex-husband. So between them two, they can sort my phone and that out for me. So Libby, daughters are very handy, aren't they? The vegan dinosaur, 13th of April. Yeah, I'm going. Oh, Annie looks so sweet. Yeah, she is a sweetie. Thank you. Thank you. Well, Ruth, you'll get to see it later. After this, I will just do a title. When I post it for you guys, I don't usually have all the description and that done. I literally just usually change the title and just set it so that you guys, you paying members, can see that. And then at some other time, I will add the description and that in. Make sure I got that set up. I have to fix all the tech issues in house, but he couldn't figure out Facebook. Wow, it's confusing. I think it's because many of us didn't grow up with it. I didn't grow up with I didn't even grow up using a computer. We had the little computer on the TV where you played, like, what was it? Tennis? Ping, 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 ping. And you hit the ball backwards and forwards. Was that on the TV? Did you have to plug something into the TV? I don't know. My dad was a lorry driver, and he would come home with all sorts of things that had fallen off the back of a lorry, So we occasionally got some great stuff. Yes, Ruth, you will be able to, but because I have Android, I'll just tell you what apps I use, and you should be able to find them because they are YouTube apps, so you should be able to. Pong, that's it. Pong, sweet tea. Tracy was the go-to for IT. Her dad builds computers. Yeah, my ex-husband does all that sort of stuff and writes programs and all that. So, yeah, he's been doing that. He's had his business for years. No, it won't be a problem. You're listening, Vegan Dinosaur. So, Tracy, this is for you. I am not going to Basildon this weekend. You missed a bit. You missed a bit at the start when I said that we had some not good family news on Tuesday. Atari. I remember the Atari, but I think we had it in the pub. I think it was a stand-up thing that you had, like things like, I didn't play that. And then we also had one at a table with Pac-Man on. So we would sit around the table with our drinks underage and play Pac-Man or something on this table. Computer. No, Tracy, I can't go. I know it was expected, but not expected, if that makes sense. And yeah, it's kind of, I need to be at home. I need to be at home. Atari is a collector's item. Ah. But I am, Tracy, if you can find your way over to the middle of the country, I am going to Birmingham next month and Doncaster in April, and I would pick you up. But you have to make your way to the middle of the country, which I know would be difficult for you. So I could pick you up at the station, at Birmingham station. And how is my new pushchair, Sherry? Yes, you posted earlier, excuse me, didn't you, about you'll see it in the video. It's been washed. So it's had its first wash in the shower. So whilst I gave myself a shower last night, I also showered my pushchair seat. I tell you, if there was an eye in the sky in my house, they would laugh. The Truman Show in my house, it would be hilarious. So yeah, and then I left it to drip dry. It's red, and do you know what? That red cover, oh, it ran and ran red. Just imagine if you had your child, or if I had the reborn sat in it and we got caught in the rain or something. It looked like I had a massacre in the shower. It looked like I'd shaved my legs and cut an archery or something. Oh my goodness. And so it really is, it's just dirty. The vinyl is quite yeah, I'm always worried about dye transfer too. So I won't use the red side anyway. It's not running anymore. Is it still singing as you push? As you push rigidly. So it was really dirty and dusty, like it had been left in a shed or in a garage. Nothing else wrong with it. You can tell it's been used. Obviously, it's like 36 years old. It has its own vintage sound. I cannot wait. Molly has got on the same dress, pinafore dress, as my daughter had as well. It had a little shirt to go with it, but I have never been able to find the shirt. But the little dress I've got, and Molly's wearing it. It's not, Rebecca wasn't wearing it in the photo, but I do have the photo. I'll put the photo actually of Rebecca in it in our page. Yes, I'll do that. I'll put the picture, the photograph on our page. So I've got Rebecca's carry cot that I used, and now our pushchair. Oh! And so that makes this mama's little heart like reminisce and just be happy. Yeah, she really saved my life, having Rebecca. I know I was only 18 when I fell pregnant, which seems so young now that I'm 56, but she saved my life. She really, really did. And yeah, and I'm so grateful that the Lord gave her to me. He knew I needed her. Yeah, I just wish I could find the little undershirt as well now that matches. Molly does look cute. I wish I could find the undershirt, but hey, it doesn't matter, does it? I've got the pushchair. So I've given it that one scrub. Now I think I tell you in the video that I need to give it another scrub. I'm going to use bicarbonate of soda and white vinegar. I don't have a lemon, or maybe I'll get a lemon tomorrow while I'm out and then give it the third one. Because I want to try and bring it up just a bit. Well, it can still be washed. It's like really ingrained, like dust and dirt just from being left. But that's all. I'm so impressed with it. I'm thrilled, really, really thrilled. I found my daughter's newborn hospital hat crocheted by the nuns from the hospital. Wow. I know I've got Rebecca's baby grow somewhere. that I've used before when I've put up the pram body. And then one of my youngest daughter, I have her pinafore dress with 101 Dalmatian design all over it because she loved that. And I've got a photo of her wearing it. She just looks so cute. And I've also got hers and my middle daughter's christening gown. The vegan dinosaur is on a hunt for a vintage pram. Well done. Get on the vintage pram Facebook pages, vegan dinosaur. I know you don't have children. Oh. You do have yours and your sister's christening dresses. Yeah, post your baby. So Sherry's going to post her baby April wearing the crochet hat in our page, which is great. I'll post a picture of Rebecca in that pushchair and set the video so that you guys can watch it that I've done changing Emily and Sarah together. Yeah, get looking, vegan dinosaur, for your pram. Sweet Tea is going to work on hers this coming week. She will post some pictures because her aprons came, didn't they? Did your aprons come, Sweet Tea? Libby's got a Silver Cross one. Libby, put it on our page if you like. Put it on our Facebook page, our group. Sherry's ordered a new baby. She says, someone slapped me. No, we're all going to be cheering for you. Yay! New babies! Yes, you got them. All right. I know you would have told me, but because of what happened on Tuesday, my brain has just decided it don't want to work properly. It really doesn't this week. Okay, so come on, Sherry, dish a bit more dirt. So Sweet Tea's got aprons for hers as well, her vintage one. Her vintage one is so old. I've been doing up my pram. Yes, I love what you've done so far with your pram. Oh, I'm going to miss not going to Basildon, but I might have to buy myself another brand new pushchair instead. For my car, a smaller one. Ruth also doesn't have children, and she's put, I don't think I have any dresses from when I was young, but I do have some knitted pram suits. We'll have to see if I can show them. Ruth, yes, that's why I like the knitted stuff as well, because years ago it was knitted pram. It was knitted everything virtually, wasn't it? Because that's all they had to keep their babies warm. So that's why I like them. In the little sleep sacks. I've got a sleep sack up there. So when I get my pushchair out, oh, I can't wait. Sherry has asked me if I do show all of my prams. And I'm going to do that, but I have to wait now until the spring, because then I can put them all out. Line them up. There aren't many. Line them up and then talk about them. There isn't that many, honestly. Oh, pushchairs are easier to store, you see. That's why I like pushchairs. There's just something about pushchairs. There really is. Mum had an open pram for you, my brother and I. An open pram. I'm not sure what you mean. Yes. That's what I'm going to do, Sherry. Yeah, it seemed like a lot to some people. But remember, I have got, sewed a few and passed a few along. So there is like one I've got my eye on. There's one I've had my eye on, right, for probably about 18 months on eBay. And I've even offered her less. Well, it's probably because I've offered her less money, but she's had it on there for 18 months and still hasn't sold it. And I've offered her, I think she's got it up to 75 and I've offered her 50. And the most I'll go to is 60. She wanted 65 and I was like, no. And it's still there, 18 months. And she still hasn't reduced the price. And I'm like, flipping out, woman. Yes, Tracy, you can put it on our page if you want. I need someone to buy my baby car style. Yeah. Vegan Dinosaur, excited for... Oh, Peterborough is the best. There are still rooms available. I had a look last night. I think I had a look, or the night before. Because I've not been sleeping. I have been sleeping, but none of it's restorative sleep. It is all stress sleep. It's all... My fibro's been bad. It's all of that kind of sleep. So when you're up, you're like, well, let's have a scroll, the doom scroll. So I had a look to see if there were any rooms left at Peterborough, and there are. So it's a case of, do I book that now or do I buy a new pushchair for my car? Oh, I'm so naughty. Oh dear, what am I like, eh? What am I like? I want to do, I'm doing an outing this week. We are going to a charity shop. Next. What else is there? Charity shop next. What else is there? Oh, Sainsbury's is in this like area that I'm going to. So we can have a look there. Might make it to Matalan. We'll see. But we're going to have an outing this week. I think I'm going to take Henry just because I want to put that new suit that I got, that new furry suit with the teddy bears on. And I think Henry will look cute in that. So maybe I'll take Henry with me. We will see. You can't sleep or you have nightmares. I take propranolol, not for nightmares. Citalopram is good for nightmares. I take propranolol for headaches. The antidepressant citalopram is really good for nightmares because I have PTSD, complex PTSD, and it plays like memories, like you're still there, like reels of what happened. And citalopram is really good for that. What's Vegan Dinosaur? Oh, you're getting your 3-year-old June at Peterborough. The Vegan Dinosaur's picking up 3-year-old June. Oh, I can't wait. I'd like to see. Oh, it should be too big for me. I'm hoping I'm going to pick up a 3 to 6 month one. Not ordered. I'm just hoping there's one there. A mother care or something like that, traditional style, not like the modern ones. Yes, yeah. I do know what you mean, yeah. We were a hardy bunch, weren't we, when we grew up? We didn't have any like rain covers, you know, none of this cozy, comfy stuff. The Vegan Dinosaur's going to book tomorrow. Dare I book? Dare I book? I know you can book with a deposit. You can book and pay when you're there. Or you can book and pay the whole lot, which is the cheapest way of doing it. So maybe I'll book and then I can cancel, do the one. It's more expensive, but you can cancel up to 1 o'clock. I would like an 80s style buggy in red and white stripes like Mum had for me. Did you see mine? Ruth, did you see the video where I opened mine? You might mean a McLaren. You might mean a McLaren that your mum had for you. But I had for my daughter, who was born in the 80s, a Champion. And I've got it. I know you said you missed some videos, haven't you? I think that's what you said. I've just got put on that. I got disconnected. Oh, tech, yeah. Does that include stress-related nightmares? Yes. Yeah. I think what it does, it slows your brain down. It slows. I could, but I'd have to read it. I know exactly what it does about the receptors in the brain, but my brain isn't working today, so it won't help. It blocks the receptors, it slows it down, so it's not creating that those memories. Yeah. Oh, you want medication for anxiety? Because citalopram is a good one for it, which is what I take. I'm a vivid dreamer, so I always have quality. Oh, I don't. Joe, I don't hardly dream at all now. I don't hardly have flashbacks. So citalopram was good. That's what I meant. It was good for flashbacks. I don't hardly have flashbacks in my sleep now. So that is good. But my body is still, my brain is still scared to go to sleep at night in bed. I have many of those run-throughs from my previous marriage, but didn't know it was PTSD. Makes sense. Yes, of course. We make so light of PTSD. You're on that as well, Libby. You have yes. I can relate to that, as you well know. Often sleep on the couch to feel safe. There you go. You always think you're the only weird person doing that. Russ doesn't understand why I can't get to sleep. So you do take something, Ruth. If you're not feeling great, Ruth, it's always best to go back to your doctor and get it changed. I've been on this one now for a long time. Sweet tea has to do some stupid grown-up business. Oh no, see you next week. Don't forget to post a picture of your pram. Rachel likes to sleep on the couch too. Well, you know what? I did. Like, bye, sweet tea. Look for me on Facebook as well then, so we can get you in this group. Oh, that's why you can't post. Yeah, because you're not a member yet. Bye, lovey. Yeah. You stopped your sertraline. It didn't feel right. Nope. There are different ones out there. You can take different ones. Speak to your doctor. They don't, you know, all of them different. Like, I take gabapentin and tramadol. I don't take tramadol much. I think I like the couch because you can see the front door. You don't like putting your back to anything, I don't expect, do you? Because I'm the same. Russ says when I go into like a restaurant or something, I scan the roof before. He said, and it's so quick. Your eyes just go bzzz, there. Your doctor said, yeah, you probably are, but feel it's not doing much. Remember, they give you the cheapest thing first. They give you the cheapest thing first, just like antibiotics. They will give you the cheapest thing. So, Sherry, you're hypervigilant like me. Very hard behavior to break. Yes, Rachel, they do. They give you the cheapest one first. And, you know, and what was it before? Prozac. Yeah, can you remember when Prozac came out? Yeah, well, that one's not very good, really. I was on Prozac. Then I was on something else, and I had an allergic reaction to it. My whole face swelled up. And that one, we had to inform, my doctor had to inform whoever makes it that I had an allergic reaction. So, and then I was on something else, and now I've took citalopram. We're addicted to Paxil. I wonder what that is. Tramadol over here is highly addictive. In fact, one of the celebrities was addicted to it, and one of our high celebrities, Ant or Deck, I can't remember which one. Ant, I think. Ant. Oh, it's like it's like Prozac. God, I can't get addicted to that. That's not hard enough stuff for me to get addicted to. I can't get addicted to tramadol. Don't matter if I don't take it. my side effect taking tramadol, which is a strong painkiller, is a controlled drug. Is my side effect to that is it keeps me awake. I don't take it. Because it keeps me awake. So I take propranolol because I used to get really bad migraines, but they are related to post-traumatic stress disorder. So it's because of that, because of post-traumatic stress. And so that's why I had Prozac. It's like a beta blocker. So it's a relaxant. So I take that as well. Gabapentin, which is painkiller for fibro, which I always think doesn't really work. And yet, if I've left my prescription overdue, I always know that actually it does work. Oh, you do. Hang on, let's see what Chris said. My GP changed me from citalopram to sertraline to try. Well, I've been trying for 2 years, but GP won't change me back. That's so ridiculous. You can even have something different than those two. Some GPs are bloody useless, I tell you. You can have something different from those two. Can't you see in somebody else in the practice? You know, the reason I got to see my counsellor was because I went to my doctor's surgery to see a doctor, to see my doctor, but my doctor wasn't on, and it was a locum. So for those overseas, a locum doctor is a doctor that fills in, if you like, when your GP's on holiday. And locums travel like all over to do this within the trust. So the trust is like an area, and then they have hospitals and doctor surgeries and nurses, district nurses, that all under their umbrella trust. And so these doctors travel around and fill in, basically. So they're seeing a lot of different stuff. And she was really good, and she told me, and I shouldn't really tell you this. She was like, you obviously need counselling. She said, and it's about a 6-month wait. It was back then. This is like a long time ago when I was 40. And she said, but if you can afford it, she said, there's private. The private around here is really, really good. And she said, and it can be means tested, so you might not have to pay the full amount. Well, we do have to pay the full amount now. And that's how I started, because of her. And yet they're not really supposed to they're not, doctors are not supposed to do that. They're supposed to prescribe something within their trust. So it could be as well, Chris, that your trust doesn't want these doctors spending more money on anything more than sertraline. It's always worth trying to see somebody else. Yeah. Migraines are hideous, aren't they? Yeah, rare, wonderful doctor. Do you know the doctor I had from having Rebecca until I moved in with Russ, until the surgery decided that I'd moved in with Russ, I'd moved out of the surgery's area, and they decided that I shouldn't be part of my doctor's surgery. And I think I was with him for something like 25 years. And he just knew everything about me and all my children. He is a pediatrician as well, pediatric doctor. And he was just so good. But the surgery, it was part of their protocol. Now you can choose a GP surgery anywhere. You used to only be able to have a GP surgery in the area you lived. But what if you were only home like at night, you know, out in the morning at 8 o'clock for work, didn't get home till 6 o'clock. And your hour commute. When I was teaching, one of my teaching jobs on a Wednesday was an hour and a half commute there and an hour and a half commute back. It would have made more sense to me to see a doctor while I was there than try to get into my own doctor around here. But now I think you're allowed to do that. You can choose your surgery, I think I'm right in saying that. But that was sad. That was sad. He is such a good doctor. He has such a good reputation. He's moved now and he works in a hospital. But I knew him when he was a brand new GP, and I had just had Rebecca, and he just knew my children grew up with him. They loved him. Oh, I take my children to him when they were poorly, and they'd be running down the corridor going, Dr. Scott, Dr. Scott. And I'd be in there like, yeah, and they would just coughing the guts up in the car. For God's sake, bloody kids. And they'd always go, can we have a sweet? Because he'd give them multivitamins. And so they were like just sitting there nice and quietly waiting for their multivitamin at the end. Yes, get an appointment is a challenge at a lot of surgeries. Luckily for me, not mine. Ruthie, me too. I've been in hospital as well and thought I was having a stroke. Yes, I got tested for well, I don't know what it was because I had a lumbar puncture when I had mine. It was so bad. Oh my God, I thought I was dying. Yeah, I remember that. I had a lumbar puncture and threw up. The man caught it. The nurse caught it in his hands. Like, why? Just let it go on the floor and it could have been mopped up. Right, I'm going to have a look. Migraines are horrible, but my propranolol is so much better. With Medicare, we can go anywhere in the US for care. Well, I think that's kind of like private, isn't it? And me and Russ have private healthcare because of Russ's business. So we have private healthcare. When Russ retires, he will still have shares in the businesses and we will still be able to keep our private healthcare. But you have to go through your own GP to get through to private healthcare. Some GPs really don't like private healthcare. It's almost like they try to put you off having private healthcare. It's really stupid. You're easing the waiting lists and things for them. Why not? If you can pay for it. I know. I never understand it. Never understand it. My doctor grew up in my city and went to the high school just down the street. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Yeah, I'm lucky. Ah, Ruthie, that makes sense. That makes sense. Checking it wasn't meningitis. Oh, God. Sorry, someone's sending me a message. I didn't think of that. It was many, many years ago. Wow. I mean, me and Russ have been together 20 years, and it was before Russ and I were together. So it was many years ago. Yes, it could have. You're right. It could have been. I really thought I was dying. The pain, and again, when I was with Russ, the pain was so bad. Like my children have had to take me to hospital, and then they put me on diazepam. Which I love. I'll be on diazepam all the time. A little druggy. But no, not allowed. Definitely not allowed. And so I'd have propranolol. And I must say it is a lot better. I do still take headache medication occasionally, but it doesn't get to the bit where you like just want to bang your head against the wall. Where are you? Here we are. The vegan dinosaur, GPs and NAF. I'll tell you, it really, everyone over 65 gets Medicare. It's a government program for the elderly. Oh, wow. Okay, that's good. Is that the whole? Is that just in your state or the whole of America? Can I show you my new Sylvanian? Yes, I can. Too busy yipping. And you're just thinking, oh my God, the whole of America. That is really good. I'll show you. Can you see? Costa Latte. I'll take this out of the way. I don't like this table and chairs. My daughter bought me this set. I don't like them. They don't fit my aesthetic. But let me bring it closer. Costa Latte is going to live here next to the shop. So here is, oh, here is Costa Latte. Let me turn this light on. Ta-da! So what do you think about that then, folks? So if I move some of the bits for you. This is a little station. Oh, this is a little station where you pay. Oh, get it off. This is a little station where you pay. We don't have a till. You just have a little cash machine. So I added the stickers and all of this. I painted it all. So you remember it all had the one coat of this. This is like I've got it down here. I think that's tea pink, that colour. And then if you remember, I went to Hobbycraft. I had with me Ethan. I went shopping and I went to Hobbycraft and I was looking for Costa colour paint. Well, this is the Latte family. So this has to be Costa. So I was looking for Costa colour paint, and this is metal. What do you call it? It's paint for metal. So I just made some stickers and added some stickers on. If I bring out the family and show you inside. Can you see that? It's a blackboard on the back. And all sorts of stickers. Oh, all sorts of stickers in there. You can't really see here. That's a coffee machine. That's a coffee machine there. Milk cups, things like that in there. There. So that's Costa Latte. And I'm really glad that I've now finished that. Because I can start on my next project. And hang on, I know we're just going to have to go over the hour just a little bit. Thank you very much. I love it. I'm really chuffed with it. No such thing as pain. It's took Russ a while, mind. It's taken Russ a while. You need to bring yours over and we can have a created lunch. What's next? Well, this. I've also got plans. Somebody else gave me something of theirs and can't wait to see what I'm going to make out of that. So we're also going to have a retirement home. This is the new one. I haven't even taken it out of the box yet. This is, because mine is set, Sylvania Families is set in the woods, isn't it? In the forest. So I'm not having like a department store yet or anything like that. But look, it's a waterfall. So remember I said I wanted to do like a garden. I love all the little bits that come with. So now I can get started on this. So that's great. I've got all of the bits to build it. Build it up. This is a big, big set. And I'll see what it's like when it's up and whether I want to paint it or not. Because you know I like to paint them. So that's why I don't mind buying things secondhand, because I do like to paint them up. But this only came out for Christmas, so I mean it came out like to start selling at Christmas. It was It's like the latest thing. Can't get it out. Come on. Woohoo! Woohoo! We're going to be making a waterfall. Let's have a look. Right, there's more to it in there, but let's get the main bit out. Yeah, one of my friends gave me what is the Regency Hotel, I think. And I'm going to make it into a retirement home. Hi, Gail. Oh, no, we're just about to finish. I think I need to do a video putting this together. Oh, I don't know. I don't think many people would be interested in that, really. Maybe I'll have a coffee and a chat and do it. So this is the waterfall part, but won't it be interesting? See all the bits together. I will put it together because then I'll decide if I want to paint it or not. But it is going to be fantastic. Oh, here's the floor. Here's the floor. Let's have a look at that, shall we? Okay, so there's the floor. Oh, look, it's got a little bridge. You've just gotten out of bed, Gail. Anybody think you're in the other side of the world, wouldn't they? Yes, it is amazing. This is... So I don't want the nursery set for the babies or anything like that. That's not really what... This is... I'm more adventure. Let's have some adventure. We got enough babies around here. Oh, there we go. That clicks onto there. It's going to look so fun. It is going to look so fun. I'm excited to get that going. So whether I'll paint it or not, I don't know. What normally happens is that, oh, look at the fish. What normally happens is I put it together and then I spend about a couple of weeks thinking of what I'm going to do. So I probably won't do anything to it until I come back from Ireland at the beginning of March. And then Kerry also, so Russ bought me that for Christmas. Kerry got me this for my birthday. A caravan. So look at that bad boy. You remember I've got the camper. Christ. I asked Russ to put another shelf up. Because I'm going to need a whole camping set now as well, aren't I? Oh my God. Oh, I love the caravan. I love it. She is in Australia. Yes, Gail is in Australia. So she usually watches on our, rewind. So later, don't I set it for everybody to watch. So yeah, we've got a caravan. So we need like a holiday village and the retirement home. But I do want to do the waterfall next. Then I think I'm going to do the retirement home. And then I'm going to do the camping. Because I need to find room, guys. Oh, Tracy, that's so sweet of you. Thank you. Gail, are you still looking after your friend? Oh, I would love the gypsy caravan. Yeah, wow. That's a hard one to find. And they're quite expensive, the older stuff now. Room is always a problem. I know. I have asked, because now I've got that like heater. So now I've got that heater there. I might as well have a shelf above it because I can't put anything there. I can have a shelf about that far above it. So I was speaking nicely to my husband. God, poor bloke. He always thinks he's getting to the end of his list and then I add something else. I think that is where I'm going to put the camping next to the retirement home. It's going to have to go there. The waterfall is going down there. And I'm somehow going to make some steps or something to go down to. You'll be here until the end of March. Oh, you've been so kind with your friends to give up so much of your time. I mean, I know that you are traveling around. What color should I paint my 1960s doll's house? What, the outside? Cable cars. Interesting. Can't get you in my... Oh my God. Russ! Russ, can you help me? Oh dear me. Yeah, that from here, from the Costa Latte, cable cars down to the waterfall. And then they could get, Costa, then go in the shop. Then a walkway all the way along to the campsite. See, this is what goes in my head all the time. Can you imagine them moving? Like, shut up. And if I asked him, he would figure it out because he's so sweet like that. But if we're going to have the campsite all the way over there, well, they could. We have to have a walkway that comes down. Yeah, which you can do because you can walk through Bert's land, go behind the Giraffe's Highbridge cottage, along by the garden, across here. Yes, there is a walkway already. Rock steps to the waterfall out of pebbles, silicone. Oh my God. Yes, I think we will have to build that online. I agree. I will set it up. Yeah. Very, very exciting. So I've told my kids, nobody, we don't have any more birthdays or anything. Nobody's allowed to, because my daughter in Ireland will randomly send me some stuff, some Sylvanian stuff. You remember when I went last time? We got the Mr. and Mrs. Woolley. They arrived on the bed, didn't they? And they made their way from Ireland over here in the motorhome. They're very excited to be going back to Ireland in March to see family. They need to send gift cards. I love gift cards. Postcards. Oh my goodness me. I know, it's great fun. It is great fun, isn't it? You can just imagine it, can't you? Go back to that child. Look at her. He's in there hoovering. She's outside having her coffee. No money gift cards. Oh, no. Nobody needs to send me gift cards. It's just a whole load of fun. This is what I spend all my pocket money on. I'm going to start putting some stuff on eBay, though. I need to destash some things, particularly the clothing. I need to destash some things. I'll put the link on our page when I eventually do it. It is fun, isn't it? I love it. I do. I love it. It's like, this is completely different to the reborns. This is more connecting with my inner child, letting them be creative through me, which is very healing. It is very, very healing for me. My little sister had my 8-year-old sister I grew up with, 8 years less than me, that I grew up with. She, oh, that's very kind of you, Sherry. Caroline needs a GoFundMe page for a second floor. I said to Russ, I need to go up with a lift. I think he might agree if I said I put my bed there. I've got my bed, haven't I, now, in with my babies. And I have slept in my bed this week. And Vegan Dinosaur is getting some Sylvanians tomorrow. Brill. Oh, my God, that's so funny. That's so funny. Oh, my God. I do need an extension. Thank you, Sherry. Yes, remember to like this video. We've only got 3 likes, 12 people in here listening. Thank you very much. Vegan Dinosaur, put a photo on of the ones you get. It's not just our page for us is not just about reborns. Put up anything you want there. Yes, please hit the like button. Thank you very much, lovelies. It's not just about the reborns. You can put anything there. Okay. I think, did I post pictures of Russ on the bike, or I might put that on that actual YouTube page. But I had those 2 days in bed, and then we did go and see Jack on Saturday. I just stayed in with Rebecca. Russ took Jack for a bike ride. We were just there for a few hours, and then I came down here on Sunday afternoon for a bit. Yes, post up your vintage dolls, Sherry. We're sharing our lives, aren't we? I did. Great. Yes, he's lovely. Jack's so big. I cannot believe it. He just looks massive. He's a little short ass, really, but he looks massive in photos. But yeah, that page is for us to share our lives. Okay. Put pictures of your nursery. Yes. And Tracy says, I love seeing vintage things. We all know I love seeing vintage things. I love seeing all the reborns. You can post them too, but post other stuff. Post what you're having for dinner if you want. Anything. You know, we can be living with people, but we can be incredibly lonely. We all need somewhere to go sometimes, don't we? Just post. Just do it. And also, you will need to look for my other page, which is Reborn Adventures. And that is I don't know how to link. Oh, actually, I think I can invite you all. That is a page that I started many, many years ago, probably 10 or 11 years ago, with my friend Amy, who no longer has reborns. So she left the community. And then Sheena and I did it. Sheena's just had too much on her plate this last year. And literally, Chris, you're right. It is lovely to see what everybody has. And the page Reborn Adventures is literally just for posting reborns. We have theme of the week. We've always had theme of the week. And that's it. At first, I thought Russell was out with Timothy. Then realized it was Russ with Timothy outside. Oh my God. He's far too grumpy for that. Vegan dinosaur. Absolutely. God. He's a grumpy git. Totally. You guys, you think he's so lovely. He's grumpy. Rachel, yes, it is. It can be lonely. Even in a house full. It can be lonely. Especially, it's hard sometimes finding somebody who likes things that you do. Because I can't. My eldest daughter will say hello to the reborns, maybe, if I'm lucky. She usually says something like, oh, I like what that one's wearing today. And that's fine. She's never been into dolls. My middle one has always been into dolls. And so, but more like Barbies and things like that. Very hard to find people who are kind. Yeah, maybe, or like draws like, or you reap what you sow, isn't it that what they say? And I think unkind people have usually very, very sad, hurt people inside. That's what I think. They don't necessarily, and if they deliberately be unkind, it's because they feel crap about themselves. That's what I usually think. Not to say I don't, get irritated. I'm far more mellow now, though, as I'm 56. I'm far more mellow than I was 30 years ago. Definitely. Gosh. Right, guys. That is 15 minutes over now. I'm glad your mum loves James. That makes me happy for you. I'm so glad about that. Right, I'm going to say goodbye. I hope everybody hit the like button if you can. I guess if you're watching on the screen, you can't. On the TV, you can't. That's fine. But thank you very much for watching. You're practically comatose. My kids say that. Bye, everybody. We'll see you on the Facebook chat anyway. So Sweet Tea needs to get a hold of me. Bye, everybody. It's been really nice having a chat. Great distraction, absolutely. And it's been good for me as well. It's been good for me to be able to think about something else for an hour and a half. Have a great week, everybody. What have I got planned? The outing for us all. And I think tomorrow I'm going to the shop that's got the pink and blue boxes, the secondhand baby wear shop tomorrow afternoon. I'm going to be going there. So thank you very much. Everybody else, take care. Be kind to yourself. Say nice things to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Okay? And look after yourself, because nobody else is going to if you don't. All right? Bye, everyone. Mwah. Thank you.